what's up everyone? Tedrick85 here, and welcome to Season 3 of my Forge FC career mode here in FIFA 22. And yes, we are going to start things off here in the most awkward way imaginable, and that is, I realized after I did my Season 2 finale that I completely forgot to show you guys player stats for the end of Season 2, but you can see Prince Lamptey topping the goal scoring chart. You can see a bunch of our other players on there as well. Actually, no, that's assists. So, Prince Lamptey got the most goals with 26. Morgan Rogers with the most assists with 11. Sean Johnson with the most clean sheets with 16, which is 5 ahead of Nesher. And that's for the MLS regular season. Now, the US Open Cup, you can see Nesher and Burns both with a clean sheet. Braff and Kano with the most assists first with 3 alongside Arango from LAFC, and then Caleb Riley more than double the goals of Ur from Philadelphia Union with 13. But with that, we're going to go ahead and we're going to get in the game. And as we're doing, I hope you guys have an awesome day today. I hope you guys are doing well. I do apologize for the awkward opening here, but I promise that it will only get better from here. But yeah, I always seem to forget to show stats at the end of the season. I don't know why, but what I should do is, right after I do tables, I should just show stats, but sometimes I forget to do that as well. But we are going to go ahead. We're going to get straight into Season 3 here. Now, I will have to tell you guys that some of the moves that I made here, because my squad did have a bit of an overhaul, which I'll show you guys here in just a few moments, but some of the transfers I actually did at the end of last season, but I'll be talking about those more in depth. But we are going to go ahead, and we are going to be, of course, getting to the save file here, and we're going to be looking at the budget, and we're going to be looking at season objectives, which I feel are pretty reasonable. But, yes, I am going to be in the preseason tournament. We are going to be doing that here. Though I don't know if we're actually going to be doing the whole thing, meaning I'm not really particularly going to be hell-bent on winning the preseason tournament since we've done so already in the past. Oh, you already see a glimpse of our new home kits, which I kind of wish they wouldn't have showed that straight away, but yeah, you can see a new home kit. Look how nice that looks. And I'm really happy with the away kit as well. But you can see, and I'm sure you guys are probably wondering, well, Teddy, you had a kit similar to this in with Pittsburgh United, except it was black and yellow and not black and orange. But the reason why I went ahead and did this particular scheme with the kits is because, of course, Forge FC is based in Hamilton, Ontario, Canada, and before Forge FC became a thing, there was a soccer team based in the city called the Hamilton Tiger Cats. So I figured I'd honor that by having these kits. And I'm honestly thinking about having these kits not only for this season, but next season, which of course will be the final season. So I'm not planning on changing kits from here on out. You can see one of our deals right there, but we did start off with 45 million, which is actually not too bad for an MLS team. That's actually upper tier for a MLS club. But we are going to look at objectives. Financial, I'm not too particularly hell-bent on it, though it is showing low priority, but even with that, I'm not really put too much focus. A manager rating takes a hit, so be it, but that's not something I'm looking forward to. Of course, we are aiming to repeat as both champions of the US Open Cup as well as the MLS Cup. Continental success, I'm not doing that because there is no continental competition in North America. Youth development, this has medium priority. This is long-term. Within 2 seasons, have at least one player from a youth academy sign the first season, play at least 30% of the games next season, which I will be talking about that here shortly. Brand exposure, they want us to get a streak of 5 wins in home matches this season, which really shouldn't be that hard to complete at all. But speaking of Youth Academy, which I am planning on sending out a scout here sometime in March, specifically March 6th, because the next episode will be concentrating on the next We'll be concentrating on the first month and a half of the season, and then after that will be my halfway point. So this season and next season are going to be condensed seasons here in this career mode, because I don't want it to get like samey in terms of the seasons. But youth staff, I am considering sending Matthew Adams out. I already know where I'm going to be sending him. As a matter of fact, I'm going to be sending him to Brazil. And my reasoning for that is that I figured when American soccer was trying to get popular, especially in the late 70s, early 80s, Pele signed for the New York Cosmos, which, of course, Pele was a legend coming from Brazil, won 3 World Cups with him. But take a look at the Youth Academy here real quick. I'm just going to go ahead and start cleaning house right away. That way we'll have room for our objective here. Bertelsen, you're on your way out. Neeson. But yeah, if you don't have at least 80 maximum potential, you're going to be released. So I'm going to go ahead and Kelly, I'm going to release you. Everybody else is safe for now. But we are going to clean house there. And speaking of transfer business, I'm just going to go straight into things here. And even though it shows which Almada I tried getting for him, which I do have him in my Leeds United career mode, but in this game he is actually better suited as a cam than the wingers. But I tried getting him, I just didn't have the transfer budget. I tried doing a swap deal. He rejected it, so... But I made 3 signings on camera here, and I made all my signings off camera, but 3 of them I made this season, and then the other 3 I made last year. So, but the first one, I wanted this guy back in the first season, wasn't able to get him, was able to get him this time. Theo Corbianu, Canadian winger, 71 rated. He is going to be one of my backup wingers this season, along with another guy that I'll be talking about soon enough. And you can probably see right here, my new starting cam is Big Joe himself, Joelinton. I got him from Newcastle for $23 million. He was in the last year of his contract, which was awesome. Corbianu I got for 5.8. And this is a guy that I got in the free agent market, and he is going to be my new starting goalkeeper, and his name is Evaristo Aquino. He is 76 rated. He is only 20 years of age, and I do have him on a crucial squad role, which, surprisingly, I didn't realize that Nezharet was only on a sporadic squad role on my team, but I figured I'd give Aquino. He is 2 overall higher rated than Nezharet. I don't know how much more Nezharet is going to grow, but Aquino, that does have upside to him. And I think that is all the transfer business that I've done so far, which is all the transfer business that has been happening so far. And I'm going to be talking about 3 more signings here that I made off camera here, as I'm going to go in the squad hub. As you can see, we are going to be going once again, take a look at those awesome new home kits. And the first signing that I did off camera was Yusuf Demir. Now, this is a guy that I signed in my Watford career mode off camera in FIFA 22. Unfortunately, I did not do much with him. As a matter of fact, I did not play with him at all. But I managed to do a swap deal with him. I ended up paying $19 million plus swapping Marcelo Cano for his services, which I'm going to show you guys his stats here real quick. And I'm going to go show Corbianu's as well. Those are his stats. And I'm going to show you guys Joelinton's stats as well. And I do expect Joelinton to reach 18 weeks in okay for him to reach an 80. I'm more than fine with that. He is 3 years younger than Anibal, which, by the way, I do need to transfer his because he and Gonzalez are going to be on their way out the team. But same with Samuel Miller. Hopefully I'll get a deal in for him. But the second deal I was able to do, I ended up paying $5 million for the services of Eduardo Bove. Now, this is a guy that I was planning on getting last season, but I ended up going with Tommy Doyle and Matias Galarza instead. But you can see his stats right there. Not super great, but he does have upside, and he is going to be my backup behind Galarza and Doyle anyway. So, And then the third signing that I made was for an American international, Cameron Carter-Vickers. And I ended up paying $6 million plus James White for him. So James White was going on 30 years of age. Carter-Vickers, as you can see, is 25. He is 5 years younger and the same overall. So I figured that was a good deal to complete. And those are his stats right there. Pretty decent stats for the American international. But with that, I think that is all that I want to do. Show you guys here. I think that's pretty much all I wanted to cover in this video. Unless there's something that, hopefully there's nothing I'm forgetting. But you can see our starting lineup. You can see Aquino, Carter-Vickers, Jolinton. Braff is now promoted to my starting right winger. Rogers stays on the left. In our backup team, you can see Nezhad is now our backup goalkeeper. You can also see Bove and Corbiano and Demir in there as well. But I'm very tickled, with, especially the Aquino signing, because I really was not planning on... If anything, I was planning on getting an upgrade on Barnes, which I'm going to go ahead and sell him. I'm going to put him transfer listed. But instead of finding a replacement for Barnes, I ended up finding a replacement for Nezhad. So... But I'm very happy with that. Depending on whether or not I can sell both Gonzalez and Anibal, I may look to improve on the striking position because I'm not sure how comfortable I am having a 73 rated striker leading this team. He is my lowest rated player on this team. But, well, I can only do as much as the budget allows me to, and yes, I did look for strikers in the free agent market. I was not able to find anybody decent, so... But we are going to kick off the preseason tournament here, the Champions Trophy. And why are we getting snow? This is supposed to be in Mexico. I know this is January, but... Let's do clear. And if I'm not mistaken, FC Juarez was the team that we beat in Season 1 of the preseason tournament final. But I'm going to show you guys our away kits. And you can see we have a bit of a gold trim to these gold kits. I'm just very excited about these kits this year. Hopefully you guys are as well. Hope you guys are happy with my choices here. But we are going to go ahead. We are going to get and put those kits on them. They are playing a 5-3-2. Let's see how that goes up against a 4-3 attack. But this will be the first look that we get of Jolinton, Carter-Vickers, and Aquino, which I'm very excited about. So without further ado, what I'm going to do is I'm going to play this game and the next game. I'm going to be playing the next game with my backup team. And then I think I'm going to sim the rest of the games. If we reach the final, then I'll play the final. But if I end up losing the preseason tournament, then I'm not going to really lose sleep over it.
Hi everyone, it is an absolutely splendid day for football and we're looking forward to the game. My name is Derek Ray and joining me for commentary is Stuart Robson. And very much looking forward to bringing you pre-season group stage action from the Champions
Come on, Empty. You're kind of sluggish. I don't know why. Could have just fed it to Jolinton. That way I could have got him his first goal. I'm going to have to give the ball to Jolinton. He had a good... I think he had a better shot than what...
So the match is 1-0 here.
Lamptey did. There we go. Now we get the ball to Jolinton. There we go. Awesome.
And a goal on his debut, no less. What a way to endear yourself to the fans.
There we go. Big Joe. That might be my thumbnail.
Well, a second goal for them here. Showing a lot of guile there. He's in here.
Ah!
Lack of guile.
Once again, the crossing is letting me down. Hey, the goalkeeper just gave it right back to me. There we go. Awesome. second cross was much better.
The goalkeeper doesn't want to see a playback of that ever again.
Yeah. But yeah, that was the keeper's fault, to be fair. But we are going to go ahead. We do keep the clean sheet. See Pumas beating Puebla. Okay. And a ball. Hey Gaff, I have to say I was pretty surprised to hear that you're looking so me. I really enjoyed my football, however, if it was up to me, I wouldn't want to go anywhere else. I'll move away. I'm gonna say I'm looking at options. That's gonna make him. This one kind of made me sad. I know you have your reasons for transfer listing me, boss, but I have to tell you, I really enjoyed my time here. I'll be sorry to go. Not gonna lie, that kind of broke my heart a little bit when I saw that. But Lamptey's up to 74, so I might not. Let me look at his development, because if he can grow to 75, I might not even worry about getting a new striker. I don't know. It depends on how long it's gonna take. Okay, 13 weeks on excellent. I can take that. So I might not actually go for a new striker. I might not. But we are going to play with our second team now. Against Pumas. And then we'll be simming the game against Puebla. With our we'll be simming the final game against Puebla with our first team, and we'll be simming the semifinal with our backup team. No, I did not forget to use substitutes game. But we are going to go ahead. And we are going to take a look at our second kits now, our away kits. Partly clear skies, I can deal with that. I mean, those Pumas kits are nice. Those home kits are nice, but we're going to look at our away kits, and we'll be looking at their away kits. Actually, they look kind of... One's darker than the other one, so hopefully it won't be too much of a clash. The Nano, I remember him in one of my career modes. I don't remember which one, but I do remember him from a previous career mode that I had. And he was pretty good on that, so... I want to say it was my Shrewsbury Town career mode in FIFA 22, but I don't know. I'll have to look at my archives. But you can see Joey Wilson was a featured player here. A strong second half of the season last year has kept his job here with the club. Doesn't matter, there's partly clear skies because we are playing in the nighttime anyway, so...
It is a glorious night for football. Perfect playing conditions.
And by the way, all I'm going to be getting for this particular preseason tournament is $1 million. That's all I'm going to... Even if we win the final, that's all we're going to get. So that's why I'm not too particularly heartbroken about what happens here in this... Probably could have gone with a darker shade of gray. Maybe next season I'll go with a darker shade of gray. But I don't know. But I don't know. I don't want to have it too dark. That way it won't clash with my... So, no, forget that I said that. I'm happy with the shade of gray that I'm using here. Forget that I said that. Tell you what, Corbiano is already impressing me. Watch, I'll say that. Yeah, 2 for 2. Now, if Riley would just get his... you-know-what together. But yeah, Corbiano, I'll tell you what. I'll tell you what. But yeah, those... I'm liking that. You know, forget that I said about making the kits darker. No, I don't. It's fine. These kits are fine. And like I said, I'll be keeping these kits this season and next season, so...
Good-looking sequence. Oh, that's a fine ball.
Come on, guys! You're supposed to get... Come on, Demir.
Well, it was a great effort. It takes a lot of skill to control the volley like that.
How do you not go towards the ball when you get... EA.
Well, the ball lost here. And he's broken free.
Let's sweat this. So Demir does not score on his debut. Wilson's not afraid to score. I don't know what else I looked at instructions, and I don't know what else I'm supposed to do with my wingers to get them to do what they're supposed to. And we get another clean sheet. You see FC Juarez beating Puebla. What? Puebla lost both their games. Watch, I'll sim this and they'll beat us. Watch. Loan to buy. I'm not interested in loan to buy. But we are going to go and... First off, I want to change, because I do want to make sure... why is Burns on... Crap, I don't want Burns on the bench. I want Aquino on the bench. And he is going to be starting this the semifinals. I think we should be good to make the semifinals, so... But I am going to have him as my starting keeper. And, of course, we're going to be simming this with our... first team. Watch, we're going to end up losing this. I will not be surprised if we end up losing this. Let me look at Puebla's kits here real quick. I mean, I don't know why they didn't have the other kits on them, but whatever. You do you, EA. But good thing I'm simming this too, because it is in the rain. And we get a 4-1 win. Braff with a brace. No, Braff with a hat-trick and Jolinton with a goal. So yeah, our team is firing on all cylinders, it looks like. But you can see we only got 212 grand for that. We're not going to get a whole lot of money at all for this. And we're up against Necaxa, which is owned by Ryan Reynolds. And I'm sorry, I mean no disrespect. I cannot remember the other guy's name off the top of my head. But they're the same guys, of course, that own Wrexham. But we are going to be going up against Necaxa. Oh, Rob McElhaney. Yeah, that's what his name is. Rob McElhaney and Ryan Reynolds own Necaxa. But we are going to go ahead. We're going to sim this game. And I'm really almost half tempted to sim the final as well. But we'll see what happens here with Necaxa. We'll see what happens. You can see, not the loveliest looking kits, to be honest. I've seen Necaxa with much nicer kits. But we are going to quick sim here in the rain. And we do get a 3-0 win. And we're up against Pumas once again. And this time I am going to wear the white kits with them, and we are going to wear our home kits. Corbiano Chase position change, that's just on the opposite side, which I'm not too arsed with. Let's see. But we are going to go. We are going to be playing this final. Okay, who I have captain? I do have Carter Vickers as my captain here, so... Do I want him to be my captain? Almost kind of seems wrong for me to have him as captain, but... I mean, he does... I'm just going to keep it. I'm just going to... Carter Vickers is going to be my captain for this game. Let's go ahead and save. Let me make sure my bench looks good. Yeah, Demir, I am actually going to take you off because you've not made me happy. Kazoglu. Okay, that's the only change I'll make for the bench. Because I like Corbiano a lot more than I've liked Demir so far. Partly clear skies, 8 p.m. We are going to go ahead and change the kits, especially for Pumas. Should be no color clash. We're playing a 4-3-3 flat. We're playing a 4-3-3 attack. Didn't really pay attention. I know they have Talavera in goal. He is a good goalkeeper from Mexico, the Mexican international, but I didn't pay attention to how many changes they made since the last time we played against them. But we're going to go ahead and get into this game. You see, Fresneda is our featured player here. But yeah, I might not actually, considering that
Hello everyone and welcome.
Prince Lamptey still has room to grow. I don't think I'm actually going to be. I mean, I still want to sell Gonzalez and Anibal, but as far as getting a new striker, I don't know. And I really don't want to get rid of Caleb Riley either, because he's actually been better than Lamptey in most cases.
Trophy just moments away. Stuart, how do you see that? In with a chance.
There we go. Oh, don't.
Keeper getting the touch.
There we go. I was worried he's going to muff that up.
Much to the annoyance of the keeper.
I'm sorry, I am in love with these kits, and yes, they were just as good as I hoped they would turn out.
1-0 then.
Number 15, Jaden Graff.
And providing width. Cross fired over.
Ah, that was bad.
Defending. A very good tackle. Real chance.
There we go. How do you... Lamptey.
Well, that would have been
Lamptey.
complete control. He should have scored there.
Lamptey. Oh, if that's what you're going to be doing this season, bud, I may end up just getting rid of you. That was a wide open goal. If that's what he's going to be doing, I am going to be selling him.
Room to manoeuvre on the wing.
I cannot have that.
And options in the centre.
There we go.
Oh, tremendous goal! Technical excellence to finish that one off. Wonderful.
You know, I can't. I'm sorry. That's unforgivable. That is unforgivable. That is unforgivable. I will not stand for that. Lamptey, you're gonna be taking an early shower. If you're gonna be doing that, you're not gonna get very many games with me. I'm sorry.
Second goal for the...
That was atrocious. You had a wide open look on goal, and that's what you do with it. Oh, that was bad.
Joelinton, not a great pass.
Yeah, that was not a good pass, Big Joe. Come on, you're better than that.
Can he make it count?
There we go. And we should be good with this. Well, forget I said that. I don't want to jinx myself. Brad for the brace.
Without reply.
Let's take a look at the bench. Yeah, Lamptey 7.4. That's all the higher he's gonna get.
Splendid tackle, and the outcome is a corner here.
29. What are you doing, Fresneda? What are you doing?
No spillage from the goalkeeper. Routine.
The idea is not to concede corners.
Counter-attacking, very much an option.
Come on, Rogers. Cut inside.
Holding it up, waiting for support to arrive.
Ooh.
That'll be the goalkeeper's ball.
I tell you, I'm liking how aggressive Braff is, especially on the attack.
And now Rodriguez.
Oh, Fresneda! Oh, I know the next guy I'm going to be subbing off. If this results in a goal, he's getting yanked.
Surely. And the keeper getting...
Come on, guys. There's a lot of guys doing stupid shit and I'm not appreciating it. I'm sorry for swearing.
It'll be a corner.
If you make mistakes on this team, you're done.
Wasn't the easiest
I'm sorry.
But still, he'll be a
I have
bit
low
disappointed.
tolerance for mistakes, especially at this point in the career mode. That was a hell of a good ball by Aquino.
Doyle.
Oh, hot
He's given
20.
the ball away unnecessarily.
Riley. But yeah, I am not. I'm jumping at. Once again, I swear this is scripted. EA has this scripted. You cannot tell me that they
Given him
don't.
too much space.
Come on, get. Don't let him get.
Takes the shot. Well,
That shot should have never happened.
He didn't miss by an awful lot.
Does my team have a title hangover or what? Because my team is not acting very intelligent right now. Okay, let's see. 27, who...
Could be on for him here.
Okay, Galeza, Rogers. Both our wingers are on a brace right now. Okay, I don't plan on making any substitutions right now because I just want to see who else is going to be doing stupid shit on my team. Because the next person that does something stupid is getting yanked. Well, other than Riley and Korkazoglu, because I don't really have substitutions for them, so they're safe. Everybody else, if they do anything stupid, they're gone. But we're gonna go ahead and resume.
As anticipated,
We should. If we concede 4 goals here, there's something horribly wrong. Okay, come on, come on. There we go.
To make it a hat-trick. Excellence in finishing, there for all to see.
Okay, I'm just going to play this until the end. I'm just going to see what happens. Nice interception there by Baker. To be fair, he didn't really do a whole lot. Okay, let's see. I want to pay attention who makes mistakes.
Looking confident with the ball at his feet. It could have been awkward for the goalkeeper. Poor execution with regard to the corner.
Now Jolinton! Oh, you could... Should have... Would have, could have, should have... Would have, could have, should have done better with that. Do you want to give... Kind of want to give both some game time.
Alvarez. Well, that is how to run.
Number two, what are you doing? Number 2, what are you doing? Korkazoglu, he was just standing there.
Opportunity here. Well, not on the target. The keeper seemed to have it covered.
Well, he did seem to have it covered, but it's not a bad effort, though. He really did strike it well.
And possession given away. Opportunity it is. Not the easiest of situations for the keeper.
Let me see something for a second. Winger. Okay, none of these guys can play. I want Corbiano in there, but I don't want to get rid of any of my wingers. You know what? I'm going to take Doyle off because his sharpness isn't all that great. And I think I'm going to put Bove in there. Do I want to take... I don't want to take Joe off, even though he's made mistakes. I'm going to put Bove. I'm going to give him game time. This game's already won, so, I mean, it doesn't matter.
The attempt too high.
To be fair, Doyle was only at a 7.2.
Oh, in with a chance.
He almost scored, right? But I mean, if he had made a better effort, he probably would have got a goal coming right off the bench. Nice ball work by Jolinton. Beautiful goal.
It's one goal after another, and it speaks to the quality of their performance. Well, if there were any lingering doubts about the outcome, surely they now have been removed.
Okay, yeah, I kind of want to keep the clean sheet, if I'm being honest. I kind of want to keep the clean sheet now.
Well, the pass not finding its target.
Okay, let's move on.
Just 10 minutes to go. And
oh, nice!
A goal!
That was beautiful!
To the sheer delight of the fans.
That was absolutely beautiful! I need to look back at the footage and find out who made that cross. I want to say Braff, but I'm not positive on that. Okay, come on, guys.
A lovely work.
I really don't want to lose a clean sheet, but you guys are kind of phoning it in on defense. Okay, let me just keep the ball now. We are going to go ahead. We are going to win the preseason tournament. We will be lifting yet another trophy. It'll be the first trophy lift we'll be seeing with these kits, which is also pretty awesome if you ask me. But we are going to be winning. This is the second preseason tournament that we're going to win because we did not do this last year.
We will have 2 extra minutes.
There's no reason for me to do last year because I did not make any transfers. This year, of course, is different. I wanted to give my team a little bit of a facelift. Wanted to bring some new faces in this team, and we got the job done.
It doesn't come much easier than that, does it? I thought they played well, and it was an
And like I said before, next episode we'll be doing the first month and a half of the regular season, and then the episode after that will be the halfway point. And I think the episode after that will be the regular season or the U.S. Open Cup. I could do that, and then regular season finale, and then we'll be doing
and that's what they've done here.
the MLS playoffs. So I'm thinking anywhere between 8 and 12 more episodes left in this career mode.
The players involved. Here we go now.
But yeah, a trophy is a trophy. I'm definitely not going to complain about
It's a good
this.
habit to have, Derek. Keep lifting those trophies. It's a great for them.
Certainly have applied themselves in this particular tournament. And the celebrations now in full swing. And plenty of photographers here. So
Nice trophy, I gotta admit, that is pretty cool. I think that is a generic trophy. It's supposed to be generic, but I don't know, it just looks nice to me there. But then again, winning a trophy is always nice, so... But yeah, those kits are amazing. I love those kits. But yeah, I love those kits. But yeah, they had more interceptions, made more saves, and had more corners. And we pretty much dominated everything else. And let's take a look at player performance. We're not even going to look at... I mean, I do kind of want to look at ratings. The highest rated player for them was Rogerio at a 6.6. And see, our highest rated players were both Rogers and Braff. Rogers with 4 goals and assists, Braff with 2 goals and assists. Jolinton seemed like I would have thought he would have had more goal contributions than what he actually had. Fresneda with an assist, even though he got yanked. And Lamptey did not do squat for me. We're going to go ahead and advance, and that is what I'm going to call it. So next time I see you guys, we'll be in the month of April, and we'll be getting our first scouting report in, and we'll be beginning the regular season. Well, excuse me. Technically, we'll be starting off with a U.S. Open Cup game against Real Salt Lake, but then after that, we'll be doing the rest of the preseason tournament, so... But did he not... Okay, Puebla did not want a 1-year loan, apparently. I don't know why, but they didn't. Let's see what Talleres has to say. But I don't really plan on doing anything else, despite... I mean, unless I'm able to sell both Gonzalez and Anibal. If that's the case... I might look to move Lamptey on, because he, especially the second half of last year, and then so far this year, he has not made me happy. But yeah, we'll be starting things off with this U.S. Open Cup game against Real Salt Lake, and then we'll be getting our first scouting report in on the 6th, which I hope to get at least a report here in April, as well as a report here in May. So I'm thinking I may possibly be ending the next episode with this home game against Philly, and then after that will be the halfway point, which will most likely be New York City FC again, because the last 2 seasons, that was our halfway point, so I'm guessing that's going to be the case this time. But hopefully you guys are looking forward to what Season 3 has in store for us. I'm very excited to be playing this particular season. But with that, thank you guys so much for watching this. Hope you guys are enjoying the series so far. I'll be seeing you guys again next time.